Hey, so we'll do one more of these tonight. I actually really like doing this, and I think I'm gonna try to stick with blogging and just video nighttime vlogging. I might eventually show my face, but I hate looking into camera lenses, and this is just better. So better. It sounds like butter, almost better for me, cause yeah, confidence. um, I really just don't have much to say right now, but really, all I'm thinking about is I was just listening to a thing I recorded a couple months, like the beginning. I think it was. It sounded like it was the beginning of my fall semester of senior year of college, and I was talking about how I can't wait to walk the stage in May, and how I want to be done, and how I want to have something solidified and stuff like that. I want to have a mentor, and I'm just kind of proud of myself right now because aside from the mentor thing, which I'm going to be working on starting tomorrow, I I pretty much have it down. I have a job, thank God. I've graduated from college without any other extra things to do, thank God. Um, and I have a step in my plan that is beginning, you know? Um, and it's just oh my God. And I think just getting back to the mentor thing, I think I have an idea of who I'm gonna ask to be my mentor or be one of my mentors because I think he's gonna be somebody. He's somebody good in where I'm going, who has worked hard and has gotten to achieved level of success, and which I really want to emulate. Did I use that word correctly? I'm not sure if I did. I really want to copy, but not copy. I really want to be like him in terms of his level of success and how quickly he achieved it. And um, I think it's important to be successful in your workplace because honestly, that is it just is. It feels like that helps you get a better network and helps you be somebody in that place. Because I don't believe that you should place your worth based off your work. But I feel like at work, the things you do are important, and how you show yourself is. But your value as a person is not based off of your work, and it shouldn't be because, come on, like, come down. Just live your life and be a good person. That is what you as a person is based off of. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Looking for somebody to be there and answer questions and just be honest with me about myself and someone I can honestly be open with again because like throughout college I was blessed to have a mentor and be a mentor to people throughout, and it's amazing experience seeing people grow and being if it wasn't for my mentor Ken, shout out to Ken, I would not be on the path that I am today, and I would have never have been honest with myself to let myself know that it's okay not to be a doctor. And honestly, that's what I really just want to talk to Nigerians about real quick. I say Nigerians because I just know I'm Nigerian, and I believe if you don't know about something, you shouldn't talk about it. Um, I don't know about any other type of African, but I know Nigerians. And I know a lot of us are very, like Africans in general, we're very similar, and even like immigration fears, people are similar. All right, all that to say, Nigerian, specifically first generation American Nigerians, sub peoples, um, be true to yourself. That's really it. Be true to yourself. Your parents are going to love you no matter what. Like they're going to push and they push hard because they love very hard, but they're pushing you in a direction in which they know can be successful, and that is why they're pushing you that way. That's really it. That and to be able to brag on you. They want something good so they can so they can go to their friends and brag. That's really it. It isn't anything else. It isn't that that you think you can change the world or something. Like, they may actually do. The Nigerian parents believe in us. I know a lot of parents, at least my dad believes that if I had some instruction and some enough paper mache, I could build an actual functional plane and fly to Nigeria with it. So it's like, it's all a love, but I really want you to know that you should live in your purpose. It's going to be scary, but think about it. When you live in your purpose, life is easier. One reason why I switched from being pre-med is I knew that why my reasoning behind it were based off of fake smiles and decent grades. I learned at a young age how to smile. I'm a pastor's kid, so we smile even though through all the pain and all that stuff. We smile even if our mom just says us like, "Hey, because you're standing in front of people, get your shit together and smile." So we learn how to fake it till we make it, and I just wasn't making it. I was tired of faking it, and I didn't have the same drive as my counterparts because we're all climbing up a mountain. I really like this analogy, so just listen. We're all climbing up in life. Life is just a big mountain, right? We're all climbing up it. There's gonna be times where it's rough. There's gonna be times where it's smooth. There's gonna be times where it's too smooth and you fall down and you slip. There's gonna be times to where you run into a mountain lion. There's gonna be times to where you hopefully find your climbing partner and they help you out. But all that, you're looking up. You're working towards something. And for me, when I was pre-med, I was working towards something, but I was on the wrong mountain. That's all it was. I was just on the wrong mountain. I wasn't living in my purpose, and I wasn't living for me. I was living for my parents. I was living for being the oldest cousin in my generation and having to set an example for my younger cousins and all this stuff. And honestly, that sucks. It sucks to be that person. It sucks to do it because of somebody else. And honestly, reading, I like to read a lot of stories, and I like to listen to a lot of stories. Listen to a lot of stories. People who've done that, they always end up doing something else. Because, like, one thing I've found out was no matter what you do in life, your passion will find a way to bite you in the butt. Just make sure you haven't spent hundreds of thousands of dollars before it does that. Because there's been people who graduated from med school all the way through. And there's this guy who I found out, he graduated from med school and he didn't show up to graduation. His family did. And he told them, like, he sent his sister a text like, "Hey, tell mom to go get that degree. That's for her. I'm out of here." And I think he went to go do something else. And then there's one of my friends was telling me a story about this guy who was a radiologist, graduated, both his parents died tragically, and once they died, he stopped being a radiologist because he never wanted to do that. He wanted to be something else. He left his $500,000 job, moved to some islanders, moved to something, and started doing something else. Again, your passion will find a way to bite you in the butt. Just got to make sure it doesn't do it after you've wasted all this money. So that's really it. My biggest example and thing I'm going to close with is my barber, E.T. E.T. has a barbershop in Alief, Texas. Shout out to E.T. for being awesome, man. Like, our conversation one year, like, it was just great, man. It's been helping my life so far. One thing E.T. is Nigerian. E.T. is a barber. E.T. is Nigerian. E.T. is a barber. How many Nigerian barbers do you know? One now, right? Because you've heard of E.T. now. So, one. Like, actual fully licensed barbers. Because we all know those people who cut hair in their mama's bathroom. And, nah, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about fully licensed barbers. This is what E.T. does for a living. And he's really successful at it. Why? He's living in his passion. He's climbing up his mountain, and he sees where he's going. His parents, of course, they're pissed. How many Nigerian barbers do you know? Nigerians, what are barbers in Nigeria? Nothing. come here, and the parents came from Nigeria and that's why he come to cut here. Now his parents are not mad about that. That's not what they're mad about. They're mad that he didn't show his brother how to also cut hair. That's what they're mad about because they've seen his success. And here's the point. He said, Josh, showing is better than telling. I don't think he realized how impactful that is to me because I'm also going into a non-conventional route. Yes, by God's grace, I got my degree in biology, but I'm not going into health professions that way. I'm becoming a health profession, but I'm becoming a hospital administrator by God's grace, or a healthcare administrator and healthcare consultant. Totally other side of the coin. Only very very few people actually know what that means. Like it's not as like well known. I've already gotten phone calls from relatives saying, "Hey, you wanna, you already did all the prereqs for medical school. You might as well just go now. You just apply. Blah blah blah." No, don't give in. As long as you have a viable plan and you know where you want to go, be smart, stay encouraged. You can do it, and you will do it, and it will be fine. It's gonna be hard. This man, he started from the back of somebody else's shop, all the way to owning his shop. It was hard. It was a lot of work, but he did it. Me, I just got my first foot on the ground with this first job with God's grace. I'm on my way to do it, and that's what I want y'all to do. Realize that when you go down an unconventional path, it's going to be scary. When you go down a conventional path, it's going to be scary. But just know that your parents will always love you, and they will support you. You just have to show them. Just show them. Because remember what? Showing is better than telling. Like, it can be done, like Jonathan Spickle says, and it will be done. It has been done better in the past. You just got to remember that God is always with you, man. And as long as you're going in your passion, you're living out your vision, when the mountain lions come to try to bite you, pull out your pistol. I don't know how to kill a mountain lion, but that's what I would do. Shit. But that's really you will be able to overcome. You'll be able to keep going and keep going because you want this. You're looking at the top. You're moving forward. You're looking up. You're looking up. Sometimes when you climb a mountain, you gotta walk to the side a little bit. It's fine. This is walking. You gotta walk down a little bit to walk back up. It's fine. You will keep moving. Just keep moving so that when you get to the point where you can show them, not even when you're done, so when you get halfway through and you can show them, like, okay, we see, we understand. And that's all they want to know because all they want to do is they don't want to have wasted all their time coming from Nigeria and then to come and see their child fail. No, who has time for that? God, as my mom says, this world is not for mediocres. You better show up. Is really what she says. You better do what you got to do, but you just got to show them. Show them. Let them know that you understand that what you're doing doesn't sound good at this time. It doesn't make sense. But once you show them, it's good. It's all good, man. So just remember, I love you. God loves you, and Jay is alive.